Hi, welcome to an episode with Kimberly Kuhns, and in the background is my boyfriend. Say hi, John.
Hello.
I am going to be talking about diagnosis and how crocheting can help with that diagnose. You may not think that crocheting can help with many diagnoses, but it can. Some of it can also prevent to go into something 30% to 50% less. The diagnoses are anxiety, depression, illness, grief, chronic pain, cognitive decline, addiction, grief, stress, and there's probably one more that I'm missing. But I'm going to talk about those, what they are, and how crocheting can help with those. This might be the most informational crocheting video I've ever done. The very first one I'm going to talk about is anxiety. Anxiety is very common among these young adults. You can say yes to that.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
And anxiety is when you are overstimulated on something that you cannot handle no more, and you react and your body reacts a certain way by one, crying, two, sweaty hands, three, nervous tick, by doing whatever your nervous tick is. You can even agree to that, babe.
You
And
and me both.
four, just do whatever makes you feel good to get you out of that anxiety phase. Like for him, what are some things that helps you to get out of your anxiety phase?
I would say the first one, playing basketball. Second, video games. Third, which could be the first actually, is talking to her, my girlfriend, Kim. And five, I think it is, just reporting sports and watching sports.
And he does do sport reporting podcasts on his YouTube channel, so subscribe to him. It is, what's your YouTube channel?
Buckle Up with John Buckel.
And his videos are great. All right, back to anxiety. We got off topic. Crocheting can help with anxiety by the texture and the feel of the yarn that reconnects your brain to what's happening in the present. If you get your mind focused on other things rather than that, what's going on that made you have that anxiety moment, it will reconnect your brain to what's happening nowadays. Now let's go on to depression. Depression happens to a lot of young adults too when they have a loss in their life, like a job, a loss of a loved one, um, loss of not graduating from school, loss of losing a home or losing your kids or anything. Depression can be helped from crocheting by the we connecting your body to what's happening, to what you're doing to help you get over that situation. Like crocheting, I go to crocheting a lot for what I'm feeling, like with anxiety, depression, any of these symptoms that I'm mentioning besides the one that's for the older people. And I crocheting usually helps me get through that process because it reconnects my brain to what's happening in the present and helps me calm down and gets me out of that mood. The next one that I'm going to talk about is cognitive decline. It is a gradual loss of thinking skills, including memory, reasoning, attention, and language, and often stemming from brain structural changes or age related factors. That's what cognitive decline means. And crocheting can help with it when it acts as a form of cognitive training that helps slow the cognitive decline through several neurological and physiological mechanisms. That might be a lot, but if you do more research, you can figure out how that can help you with those things, with those big words. Crocheting can also reduce the risk of developing mild cognitive impairment 30 to 50%. That's really good so that it doesn't get any worse than anything else. Chronic pain. Now you would think a chronic pain is when it happens for 2 or more days. No. Chronic pain is when a pain lasts longer than 3 to 6 months. And it also lasts beyond typically healing time than normal. Crocheting helps manage chronic pain by acting as a form of therapeutic knitting. Knitting is also another way of saying crocheting, but I say crocheting because it's just something common for me to say. Or crafting, which offers distraction, reduces stress, and increases the release of pain, relieving neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. The crocheting can help with so many diagnoses, it will blow your mind. Now we're moving on to grief. Grief is the intense emotional anguish, sour, so, sorrow, or deep distress caused by a significant loss, most commonly the death of a loved one, but can also be due to a divorce, job loss, or major life changes. So, grief and depression can also be linked together. They just go one right after another. Crocheting helps with grief by acting as a calming, meditative, and productive outlet that eases anxiety and provides a gentle distraction. I strongly agree with that because I go to crocheting after every little episode that I have or with anything that I'm going through. And with it being 89.5% of people say that they feel calmer doing crocheting while in that grief state of mind. But 82% say that they feel happier. That just blew my mind, and that just proves to me that crocheting helps with so many ways. I just didn't know that. Stress. Stress is the body's natural automatic response. Physical and emotional reaction to challenges demanding or threat, often triggering a fight or flight response. Have you ever been under stress before, babe?
Earlier.
Yep. And he called me up and we talked through it, and so crocheting reduces stress by engaging the body and mind in rhythmic, goal-oriented activities that trigger psychological relaxation responses. That might seem a lot, but crocheting will help with stress because it will reconnect your brain to something else. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about, I did not know it helped with this until it prevent going into something else. Do you have an idea what that could be, John?
Could it be screaming children? I'm kidding. I don't know. I'm gonna go with puzzles.
No, I mean like with diagnosis that crocheting can help that will prevent you from going into another diagnosis.
Then no, I don't think I have any other ideas.
This will probably blow your mind, but it's dementia.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, dementia is a general umbrella term for a decline in mental ability such as memory, language, reasoning, and problem solving. And it can also be severe enough to not meet your daily, to interfere with daily life, that it can interfere with daily life. And it can cause physical changes to the brain, and Alzheimer's disease being the most common cause of dementia. But if you crochet, it can help with dementia by stimulating the brain, boosting cognitive reserve, and resolving stress. So the more you crochet, I guess, from what I'm gathering, the more you crochet, the more it will prevent you from having memory loss and not having it anything affect or interfere with your daily life. The next one is illness. Illness is a subjective state of unhealthy physical or mental condition representing a person's experience like sickness, symptoms, or disease. Crocheting helps with illness because it is therapeutic, low-cost activity that helps manage mental health conditions like depression, anxiety, PTSD, chronic pain, and cognitive decline, like I mentioned in the very beginning of this video. Crocheting can help with so many uh, it, uh, things like this, like illness and stuff like that. And I didn't realize that it could help with so many stuff until I looked it up. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have to do a video on it. The next one is eating disorders. They are a serious, treatable mental and physical illnesses marked by severe, persistent disturbances in eating behaviors and related thoughts or emotions. Crocheting can help with eating disorders by having the mind focus on other things rather than food. I agree to that, but I've never had an eating disorder. So I really can't say that it's a definite uh accurate accurate information. But if you know somebody that it has helped, leave it in the comments below. I would love to know if any of these diagnoses will help with people that you know. The last one is about addiction. Is a chronic relapsing brain disease characterized by a compulsive, physical, or psychological need for a substance like drugs and alcohol, or behavior like gambling or gaming, despite harmful consequences. It is marked as out of control, intense cravings, and potential withdrawal symptoms. Crocheting can help with it by the meditative and repetitive action of both knitting and crocheting help to focus the mind on the activity, thereby slowing the nervous system and reducing anxiety and stress hormones cortisol in the body. There are so many ways crocheting can help with you through so many situations, and it's just memorizing and amusing that it can help you in so many ways. Do you have any questions, comments, John?
One comment. I do not have. I'd like to say that I don't have an eating disorder either, just like my girlfriend pointed out earlier. But it does sound like you have picked up a lot of stuff from crocheting, so good job.
Thank you. And all this information I'm giving in my videos are coming from the internet, and no, it's not from an AI source.
I,
Um,
I never said anything on this video about that. Or at all. I'm kidding, probably, but I'm not gonna. Yeah.
I just wanted to let you and my viewers know that my information is accurate because it's not coming from AI. And if I get information from AI, it may not be as accurate as you think it is.
Correct.
So, with this ending my podcast, is there anything else you want to say, babe?
Just wanted to say, if you guys love sports like I do, and I'd like to say my girlfriend, she's still getting into the sports world and whatnot. Is that right, babe?
Yes, that
Okay.
is right.
Okay. She's not as much of a sports nut as I am, but if you'd like to see, I don't know why I laughed at that. If you'd like to say or see my page, my YouTube channel, it is in the. I'll either put it in the comments below, or babe, if you want to say what my, or I can say it. You want me to say it, or you can say it?
You can say because it's your YouTube channel.
My YouTube channel is called Buckle Up with John Buckel. The first Buckle is has LE at the end of it, and then the second Buckle at the end is just EL. So if you guys can figure that out, you're in good shape. And please, somewhere up above her forehead that I can't reach right now, is what I'm gonna press the subscribe button. Is what I was trying to say there, and the like button, and give her some feedback. Also, babe, would you want to say the same for me? I'm guessing.
Yes, subscribe to him. I can't point up there because I don't know.
Well, I mean, my head's probably down here. I don't know where it is on your side, but yes.
Yeah, comment. I mean, subscribe to him, subscribe to me. We are looking for subscribers. We need subscribers. We want to reach at least 100 by the end of this year. So subscribe to us. This is the end of the podcast, and we'll see you guys soon.
All right.
Peace.